Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl. Uh, Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1914 Western County, New York. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's all over the news. All over the news. What they're doing to these homeless encampments. They have done it before in the past. Um, I remember when Trump first got into the White House, I tried to tell people about what was going to happen and how they was going to get down with this and down with that. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I don't mean no harm, you guys. I used to be homeless, and I don't mean no harm. Once again, I don't mean no harm. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. You know, I've been off the street for for a couple of years now, almost 4 years now. This time, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And the only reason why I did it is because someone told me where to go, where to get the resources, and not to let certain shit happen. You know what I mean? A shout out to the chat. Anyway, as some of you know, I do work for different temp service companies here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. And plenty of the people that I work with are homeless. Either they're living on the street or they're in a hotel or motel somewhere. Shout out to the chat. And a lot of them, when they come to work, they're not ready to go to work. They're sleeping. I mean, when you walk into some of these offices or in the waiting halls, I don't mean no harm. You actually think that you're walking into some place where uh, people just go to sleep. It's like a social services office a little bit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And a lot of these guys, they do not get their sleep at night. They be up all night doing whatever God knows what they doing. Shout out to the chat. I mean, we've all been there. I already know what's going on. I try to warn them, and I can't warn people all the time. Sometimes you gotta let people find out on their own. But sometimes people do know what's going on, and a lot of people, I don't mean no harm, they don't want to pay no rent, they don't want to pay no bills, they're not interested in being on indoors, they're not interested in none of that because there's a lot of responsibility that goes with it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And it's a reality. It is it's a reality, man. They are, and I don't mean no harm. The last couple of mornings that I have been down at that one office, yo, the cops have been coming back to back to back. The cops are showing up. They're harassing the people. They're trying to write them tickets. They're trying to take them to jail. All kinds of shit is happening. Not because the people are sleeping outside. It's because they are in areas that the police think they're not supposed to be in. They're close to the office. They do this not to this one office, but they doing it to all the offices because they know that this is where a lot of the homeless population go to get their little daily work assignments or whatever the case may be. I'm only doing it temporarily for right now. Shit can change where I can get me a regular gig, part time, working somewhere. But for right now, I choose to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. 914 Western County, New York. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, this is a reality. This is a nightmare for some people. And I see the look on these people's face. These are not the same guys I met 2, 3 years ago. Totally changed, totally zombie looking. Now, if they're not zombie like they're asleep, they're not aware of their surroundings, and the police are constantly coming. The police are constantly harassing. You know what I mean? And they come almost every fucking day. Every fucking day. Why? Because they're trying to catch people drinking. Why? Because they're trying to catch people smoking weed. Why? Because they're trying to catch people doing things that they think is wrong. And the police is just, this is constant harassment. And, you know, I just shake my head. I can't say anything to them. Can't do nothing about it because I warned them a year ago that this was going to happen. And, because they have gone to all the parks, all over downtown Charleston. They've gone to different places in North area picking up people. See, when they pick you up, 9 times out of 10, you're going to the hospital. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be shipped out of Charleston, South Carolina. They get rid of them for a little while. What? 3 months? Then they come back. Shout out to the chat. It's a reality. I see it every day. Hey, mama. Thank you for coming in. Thank everyone for coming into the chat. Yo, it's starting. It's starting. And that those are not the only places they're hitting. They're hitting all the bus stops, all the temp services, and other places that are frequent by the homeless population. They're chasing them away. They're giving them tickets. They're taking them to jail. Sometimes they just come and just throw a charge on them. You know what I mean? Word. This is what's going on. I didn't see it happening in New York because I was living in New York for many, many years. I didn't see the police harassing the homeless like the way they are now. Like certain things in Yonkers, New York has changed. Mount Vernon has changed. New Rochelle, White Plains, Portchester, Peekskill, different places has changed in Westchester County, New York. And they're changing down here in Charleston, South Carolina. They already changed a lot of things in Columbia, South Carolina. They are locking up the homeless. They are locking you up. They're giving you the charge, vagrancy. They're giving you the charge of what is that? When you're trespassing. They're giving you that. And trust me, when they lock you up, they let you out and then they just keep harassing you. That's what the police do. That's all they're concerned about. They're not concerned about catching the people that's doing the real shit. They're concerned about the homeless population. Shout out to the chat. It's a reality. It's happening. Hey DL, thank you for coming in. Shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to be up here that long. I just want to come up here real quick and let that be known. That's a lot of shit that's going on in this country that people are unaware of. They don't see. I see it. When I'm walking downtown from my house back downtown Charleston, I see everything. I see everything. I see there's a whole lot of changes going on downtown. There's a whole lot of construction work going on downtown. And I also see the police moving. And then these are police I've never seen before. And it's more than one. When they come, it's two. Sometimes it's three. And they are shaking people down. They're not playing with them no more. People think it's a game. It's not no game. This is real. Shout out to the chat. I made it out. Birdman made it out. Okay? Birdman is a veteran. You know how many homeless veterans there are in this one area? Let's not mention New York. Let's not mention New York. And recently, a lot of my coworkers that are veterans, they recently got into their new place. But it's not all of them. It's not all of them. Just some of them. I tried to warn them. I tried to tell them, but they didn't want to listen to me. Too late now, huh? Too late, because I've been handing out those phone numbers months ago, and only the women followed through. It wasn't the men. It was the women that were following through. Shout out to the chat. And I don't mean no harm. They got more places for the men to go than the women. More places for the men to go than the women. It happens. And I don't know what else to say or what else to do about it. Hey, scammers. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to the chat. Yo, shout out to everyone that comes into this comment section. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. Shout out to everyone. Even the dynamics of where I live is changing. I showed a few months ago, I think it was on my other channel, where I showed how this neighborhood used to be and what it is now. How this neighborhood is almost like a ghost town. It's totally different from what it was when I first moved in. Totally different. The last time Birdman was over here, he couldn't find none of his family over here. He had to go down the street, way down the block to find them. Shout out to the chat. It's a reality. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. But nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? They got programs out here for them, but now they fixing it where if they catch them, they they putting them in a trick bag. And if they don't follow the treatment plan or whatever the case may be, the cops are going to totally be in their face 24/7. 24. They did that to us when we was out there. But me and Birdman had enough sense to collect some money, to go to a motel room for a week or two. Then we come back out. Then we'll start all over again. And then when I did get off the street, I went to a boarding house first. Then the apartment came later. And when I was at that boarding house for 3 months, Birdman lived with me. Then Birdman ended up getting his own place. He went to a room himself. Then he went on to his own apartment. Shout out to the chat. People just got to start from the bottom and work their way up. But this happens every year. Every time it get warm, people want to be outside. They want to be camping. Like, man, shit has changed, yo. Go to Marion Square right now. You won't see no homeless people down there. Go to Hampton Park right now. You won't see no homeless people down there. Go to Waterfront. You won't see no homeless people down there. They are chasing them away. They're locking them up or putting them in a hospital somewhere. And that's the way it's going. That's the way it's going down. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm out of here. It's close to my bedtime. So good night, everyone. Thank everyone for coming in. Like and share the video. Let's get the message out. I mean, I might go deeper. Maybe tomorrow. I'm actually sure. There was one video I did do. It was like over a week ago, and it was a live video. And I was showing you on my way from this house all the way back downtown Charleston, and I was showing you the differences, the economic differences, the divisions, what's going on down there, how they're trying to get everyone to sell off their property, how they don't want no black people to be living downtown. If you live downtown, you better have some money. Shout out to the chat.